Hello and welcome to a presentation of JAIME, our Journey-Aware Artificial Intelligence for Monitoring and Engagement. Here's a problem that we're trying to solve. We engaged with the math department of a high school in the East Bay, offering a self-paced program. This allows their students to accelerate their path through the coursework so they can complete it all in time to take calculus by their senior year, instead of normally they would only get to pre-calculus. Something that's actually quite popular. Unfortunately, students have difficulties managing their time and planning their pace, which results in many of them having trouble and crashing out of the program. And there's so much data, so granular, and the guidelines are so generic that teachers spend most of their time in spreadsheets keeping track of their students and not enough time actually helping them with the course material. This is where, this would be perfect for agents, because the agents can bring all this information together and monitor it on a more continuous basis, figure out which students are having trouble and alert the teacher so they can go in there and help them course correct, and also be able to have a much more individualized, personalized experience for those students to better fit their own personal journey. So what we did, this is the methodology that we followed. We worked closely with that math department to create a detailed specification document, which we then fed to anti-gravity and anti-gravity CLI, which we then used to develop and refine the project implementation. Here's the way that we actually implemented it. So we used that anti-gravity and the CLI in order to create an initial agent using the specification document. And we used an MCP connection to connect to the Google Workspace for that high school to be able to access those test scores, as well as the email server to be able to send the emails. We iteratively created the dashboard student profile, as well as secure logging, because we had to adhere to FERPA data standards, because only specific people could have access to that student information. Once we made sure that everything was working correctly, we deployed it to the agent runtime on Google Cloud, and then of course reestablished the MCP connection. So now anyone with the right credentials can then go to that dashboard and have an at-a-glance look at all the students across all teachers and courses. The yellow shows that the AI agent has detected these students are having trouble with the course material, and teachers should focus on them. Red shows students that are already failing, and green, on the other hand, shows students that should be flagged with honors. This is completely interactive, so you can filter by teacher, student, or number of tests taken, or you can click on the actual student to go to their profile. It gives you a 360-degree view of that student and their individualized plan week by week, what they should be taking, what they should be covering, showing what tests they've already taken and their scores. And it's interactive, so you can change the pathway goal or change the timelines. And then email that new individualized plan to that student, so they can then know exactly on a week-by-week basis what material to cover, what tests to be taking. In the future, we plan on doing a lot more automation. We have a lot more ideas from the teachers in terms of automatic emails to all students on a weekly basis, automatic alerts to the teachers, automatic recommendations, automatic updates to the student system of record, with the goal of having the teachers spend quality time with the students on the course material and not in spreadsheets. Here's a demonstration of the JAIME agent. So at a glance, you get to see all of the students across all teachers and courses and be able to see their progress, see those who are doing badly, who are failing, and who are doing excellent. And of course, all of this can be filtered. So if we want to just simply focus in on teacher 4 students, we can do that. In order to then go and see a particular student, we can click on that student's name and see a 360-degree view of not only the student, but also their individualized plan on a week-by-week basis of what they should be covering, and what, as well as the tests that they've already taken. And all of this, of course, can be interacted with, so they can change the goal, change the timeline. And once they have it just right, it can be emailed to them. Perfect. So that we can then go and see the actual plan that we have created for that student, so that they have in their pocket exactly what they need to do.